If you want to get a lean, muscular physique, you really only need 7 exercises to get that look. If you only do these exercises for the next year, you're gonna look better than 90% of people at the gym. Why? A lot of new lifters are doing chest flies, but they're not doing bench press. They're doing bicep curls, but they're not doing pull-ups. A lot of guys look the same year after year. You don't want to spend years in the gym wasting your time. If you play video games, your compound lifts are your heavy attacks and your accessories are your light attacks. Which attack is going to do more damage? Your heavy attacks, right?
This is the 80-20 rule of training. Most of your results are going to come from a small amount of lifts. Most people get stuck because they don't know what to focus on. They try to do everything instead of getting brutally strong at the basics. When you master the basics, that'll take care of everything. Everything else is a bonus. Compound lifts hit multiple muscles, let you move more weight, and they cut your workouts in half.
When I stopped focusing on accessories and shifted that focus to compound movements, my physique really took off. Every exercise on this list are compounds. Once you dial these in consistently,
progress will take care of itself.
Now let's go over the 7 exercises you need for an aesthetic physique.
Like and subscribe.
Every guy wants a V-taper physique. To get that, you need to build a wide back. The muscle that'll make your back look wider is your lats. The exercise that gave me that look was pull-ups. When I was starting out, I went to the pull-up machine. It's kind of embarrassing, but you want to build that foundation. When I started doing pull-ups, my back really started to get wide. To make your back thicker, barbell rows is what helped me. They also hit your biceps indirectly. The most important muscle to a guy is their chest. Getting a full looking chest, to get that look, you need to target your upper chest. The best exercise for that is gonna be incline bench press. When I switched from flat bench to incline, I just developed a more full looking chest. When you're in regular clothing, your shoulders is what gives your body a wider frame. It makes you look like you lift. When I started doing barbell shoulder press, my front delts blew up. If you want bigger shoulders, practice your barbell shoulder press. To get that aesthetic look, you need to have definition in your lower chest. A lot of guys are missing this. What'll build up your lower chest and your triceps are dips. If you look at a lot of gymnasts, their triceps are just so jacked because they're doing body weight dips. Once I started doing dips, my chest looked fuller in general because I had the upper chest. Now I had the lower chest definition. These last 2 exercises, for the longest time, I used to skip them. You definitely don't want to skip legs, guys. Besides bench press, these 2 are probably the most important. Your squats are the ultimate leg builder. They're the equivalent of bench press for your lower body. They build up your quads, your glutes, your core. When you're good at your squats, you can fly up a staircase without breaking a sweat. Squats just really boost your athleticism. And if you look at your favorite anime characters, if you notice their legs, they're not small. They got this V taper and then the legs kind of flare out. So the legs are actually proportional to the upper body. If you can't do squats, you can start with bodyweight squats. You really want to nail the form. Then once you start adding weight, you're just going to start building mass.
Before I get to number 1, if you want my full workout routine that got me in shape, I'll link it for you in the description.
The last exercise to building an aesthetic physique, no surprise, it's going to be your deadlift. They work your posterior chain and they build a lot of lower body strength. They also increase your grip strength, so your forearms will just get bigger by holding onto the bar. If you do only these 7 lifts, your bench press, shoulder press, pull-ups, rows, dips, squats, deadlifts, if you just do these, you're gonna look better than 90% of guys in the gym. Obviously, this isn't every exercise you're gonna need, but for the most part, these lifts will get you 80% of the results.
Mission complete.